Greetings, I'm Barrett and welcome to Meet Me at the Table. Today we're continuing our playthrough of Arkham Horror, the living card game. We're playing through the Carnival of Horror, and that's just a one-shot scenario that we're doing, and I'm having a blast doing it. Though I do want to tell you, I recorded this entire thing in one sitting, so if there were any mistakes made, I'm not going to be correcting them. We're just going to continue having as much fun as we are. We've got ourselves almost down to the Basilica where we can drop our innocents off, and we got jumped by a couple guys, so we're going to try to take them out. Now, if you're excited to see if our two investigators can make it through the Carnival of Horror, then I need you to meet me at the table. So the first person that's going to go is going to be Mark. He's going to use his machete and his beat cop to gain +2 to his combat skill. He's going to go ahead and grab a token. He's got 7 minus, what's this? 3? 7 minus 3 is still a 4. So I don't fail. I'm able to do 2 damage to him. We're going to go in here again and try it one more time for his second action. We're going to see if we can get this guy. We got a -3, which is still a 4. So we were able to take this guy out. He's dead. We're going to go put him into the discard pile. Now he has one more action left. So let's see what we're going to do. What I think we're going to do is we're going to use her. She can exhaust to be able to bring a character from another place over here. So she's going to bring him over here. But sadly, that means both of these are going to engage him as he moves in here because, well, that's what they do. And he's going to be engaged with both of these guys, which sadly means his machete isn't going to be as powerful as it once was. He's not going to be able to get the +1 damage because it's not engaged with more than one enemy. But I still get the +1 fight skill from both of our characters here. So I'm at 7, they're at 3. I'm going to go ahead and at least try to hit this one for at least 1 damage. I might as well. One's better than none. So we're going to go ahead and reveal a skull that's -2, but we're okay because he has a 3 and I've got a 7. So I have done 1 damage to him. So that's a good start. We're going to move back over to here where she is. She's going to have to take out this withering appendage. And she, of course, has that shriveling card, which is so good. So she's going to use one of the charges off of it, leaving it with 4. And she gets to use her 5 willpower when attacking him. So she needs a -3 or better out of this token bag. Let's see how it goes. She got -1. That's enough. She was able to take out the withering appendage. So we're going to go put him into the discard pile. And now with her second action, I believe she's going to move over here. So now she's here at the St. Marco Basilica along with the entire rest of the crew. And she's going to go ahead and use the shriveling again. She's going to go ahead and shoot at this guy, spending another charge, leaving her with only 3 charges left on that spell. So we're going to go ahead and reach into our bag and see how we do. We're hopefully able to take this guy out. Let's see. We have drawn a 0. That's perfect. We've taken this character out. Now he, of course, is still engaged with this one, but that's okay. Both of our characters are here at the Basilica. They have both finished their actions. We're going to discard this guy. And she's still exhausted there. So we just have to deal with this one left. It's not the end of the world. I think we're doing okay. Now we are going to move into the enemy turn, and we're going to go ahead and check it out. We're going to go ahead and move all the people with the hunter keyword. There's only one left on the board, and he is right, see here, he's right here. This guy, he's going to move up here. Now remember, he can also be connected to a person that's directly in line with this one. So once he gets all the way to the top, he could come back through. But for now, he's right over there. He still can only move clockwise, which is kind of helping us out. Now this guy, of course, he's engaged with him. I'm going to go ahead and take 2 damage from being with this Carnival Sentinel. So we're going to go take care of that. So I'm going to be a little risky. I have to take 2 damage. We're going to go ahead and put 1 on True Grit. That thing's gone. We've actually destroyed it. That's okay. Now we're going to go ahead and put another 1 on our Innocent. I don't know if that's going to be the greatest plan in the world, but we're going to give it a shot. Now, of course, his card says, after damage is placed on a card you control, draw a card. I did place a damage on this, so I get to draw a card. Let's see what we found. We have found another .32 Colt. This is awesome because I might need another weapon because once her shriveling card is gone, I'm going to have nothing. She has nothing that can help her. So maybe even a gun might give her a little bit of better chance of fighting than nothing. 3, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards. So we're going to probably be discarding when it comes to our upkeep phase, which isn't going to be too bad. All right, that is his turn. Or I should say that was the monster's turn. So now we're going to go ahead and turn our cards over, unexhaust all the cards at our location or even our hand, and we're going to move into the rest of the upkeep phase. So we're going to go ahead and get a card and a resource. So he's going to go ahead and gain 1 resource. He's back to 1. That's better than nothing. Then I'm going to get a card. I got, unexpected courage. I need this card. All right, so I've got a ton of cards. I have to go ahead and discard 1 at this point because I'm over 8. So we're going to see which one we're going to get rid of. So in an absolute surprising turn of events, we're going to be getting rid of our flashlight. I don't need this card. If I need to get clues, then I'm in big trouble. But we're not going to be carrying on with that flashlight anymore. All right, so we're down to our 8 cards. That's fantastic. Now let's go ahead and get the stuff for our other character. She's going to go ahead and grab a resource and draw a card. She has found Rite of Seeking. Spend 1 charge and investigate. Investigators get to use their willpower instead of their intellect. If you succeed, discover 1 additional clue at this location. Oh, where were you at the beginning of the game? All right, we're going to go ahead and put this right here. I highly doubt we're going to be using it, but who knows? All right, that's the end of her upkeep phase. We're going to be moving into the Mythos phase. So we're going to place another Doom on a location. We're going to draw our first card. We have found... What's this? Oh, this is that miasma. We're going to go ahead and attach it to the nearest location in clockwise direction without a miasma card. All right, that's fantastic. I can take care of that. And our last card is the one I think I put on the bottom. It's that mesmerized card. Now, there's no mass carnival goers anywhere anymore. So we're going to go ahead and surge this card, which means I'm going to have to mix this entire deck up and put it back out. All right, so I've mixed it all up. We're going to give it one more little shuffle here, and then we're going to put it back out here. We're going to draw our next one. And it is... Oh, mass hysteria. You must either take 2 damage or take each mass carnival goer, shuffle them is so the investigator do not know which is which, and place 1 in each location, starting with the location clockwise. I don't have any more mass goers, so I believe I'm going to have to take the 2 damage. Oh, that's terrible. All right, so she's going to take 2 damage, and I'm going to have to place this out on the board. So our miasma card is going to move right to there. It's going to be right in this here. I don't think I'm ever going here. All right, we're going to put that there. And now we're going to go ahead and have to take 2 damage for her. So she's going to have to take 2 damage. That's just brutal. She's down to 4. She's up to 4 damage. She can only take 2 more hits and she's done for. I don't have any way to dodge anything either. I got to find hopefully some good cards in here that are going to help her dodge. I don't know. This might be the end for her if we don't start getting some health to her. So we're going to go ahead and start with Mark. Mark is going to play his most vicious blow card. So I'm going to gain 1 to his combat skill. Since it's a skill card, I get both this and I get this too. It says practiced. If this skill test is successful during an attack, the attack deals +1 damage. So we're going to go ahead and see how we do. We're up by quite a bit. We have what, 8 to his what, 3? I think that's what we're at. Let's see how we do here. We have drawn a -1, so that's totally fine. We have done 3 damage. He gets +1 damage from his machete, and he gets the +1 damage from vicious blow. We have killed this guy. We're going to discard him. And now with Mark's other 2 actions, he's going to go ahead and drop off his 2 innocents. If we look at the Basilica card, it says right here, place an innocent you control underneath the act deck out of play. So we're going to use that twice. So those are all 3 of his actions, but we have saved both of our innocents. That's really good. Now we have only 1 innocent left, and that's her. She's going to use her first action to go ahead and get rid of that innocent. She's going to go ahead and put her, or this person, under the act deck. And if we look at our act deck, it says, the investigator spends 1, no, where is it? Objective. If there are a total of 3 innocents underneath the act or agenda deck, advance this. So we're going to advance this. And on the back it says, the beast emerges. Many of the revelers are under the sway of the foul spell, and they cannot see the danger emerging around them. You push your way through the crowded streets, gathering what few sane revelers you can find, and guiding them toward the relative safety of the Basilica. As the last of them is escorted inside, the ground shakes violently, and watery shapes looms above the island, to the south from the deep within the lagoon. Their ritual nearly finished, the revelers in the streets begin to unmask. Put the set-aside boss enemy into play in the center of all the locations. For the remainder of the scenario, he is considered to be in play but is not at any location. The lead investigator may choose a masked carnival goer and in play and flip it to its other side. We don't have any in play. They're all done. So we're going to go ahead and put this guy into play. Let's see what he looks like. He is 4 fight 16 health. Wow. You may fight the boss as if it were at your location. If it is not engaged with you. Oh, our machete is not going to do any extra damage. The boss cannot be evaded. That's fantastic. Forced. After you fail a test while attacking it, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a withering appendage and spawn it engaged with you. Oh, awesome. And of course, if I defeat this, I get to go to R2. Oh, and it does 2 heart damage and 2 sanity. And it's got 16 health. Wow. So we're going to place it right in the middle of the board. That's amazing. All right, we're going to look at our next act deck because we've advanced it. Let's see what it says here. Get to the boats. That's a great plan. The civilians in the Basilica are safe for now, but Venice is doomed. If you don't act quickly, the only way to ensure the safety of the sacrifice is to draw the creatures in the lagoon away from the city. Sweat beads down your forehead as you realize this decision may be your last. Legs trembling, you head toward the moored boats docked by the canals. So forced, after the mythos phase began, choose a carnival goer and flip them to the other side. Not going to happen. Objective, if each undefeated investigator is at canal side, then advance. Okay, so I need to get to canal side. Oh no, that means we have to run past the hunter that's over there. Or if I want to, I can attempt to take this guy out. All right, we're going to see how this all goes. So there we go. That is our plan. We can either take this guy out or we can run to the all the way opposite end of this board. Here's what I'm thinking. I don't think we can make it to the boats because I've got to get through these 2 guys. And they're 8 health worth of character over here. And this guy's 8 by himself. If I could do 16, we can take this thing out. And I think we might have a pretty good chance. She's got 3 more attacks with her shriveling card, which are going to do 2 damage each if I'm able to hit it right. But we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go ahead and give it a shot. We're going to take out our shriveling card and do some damage. All right, we've got 3 shots with this. Now, of course, we could go down to blaze of glory here. We're going to see how this goes. All right, welcome to the end game. Let's see how it goes. We're going to go ahead and fire our first shriveling shot at him. We got -1, so we have done 2 damage to the guy. All right, so 2 damage on the boss. I'm going to put it right there. I'm actually going to put it to the side because I'm just going to add it all up. We've used 1 charge. We're going to fire again at him because we're attacking him as if he's at a location, but we're not engaged with him. We got the 0. All right, perfect. We're going to go ahead and take off that second charge to do the 2 more damage. I'm going to put it right here. So we're up to 4. All right, we're what, 1/3 of the way there? Or maybe a little bit more? 1/4 of the way? All right, let's see how we're doing here. We're going to hit him again for 2. We got -1. That's awesome. So we've used all 3 charges from our shriveling card. This card gets discarded, but she did a great job. She did a total of 6 damage. So I'm going to go ahead and put our 2 3s right here. That's 6. All right, we're on our way. That's kind of half the battle right here. So we've done 6, get rid of these 4, and now her turn is over. We're going to move into the monster phase, and enemies with the hunter keyword move toward the nearest investigator. Well, of course, our hunter is up here, we know, and he's going to move up to this location up here. He's almost up to the top, and then he's going to come back down. So hopefully we can take this thing out before that happens. He stays here. He doesn't move. And I don't believe this thing attacks us. It just says you may fight this as if you are at the location. It is not engaged with you. So it doesn't actually attack us because according to the next part, it says each engaged enemy attacks if able. And he's not able to, he's not engaged with us. So that's the end of the monster turn. We're going to go ahead and flip over our characters, denoting that we are ready to go. We're going to grab a resource and a card. So Mark's going to gain 1 resource and he's going to gain a card. What card did he get? He got Overpowered. This is awesome. All right, that gives me 2 more combat skill. All right, I think we're loaded for bear here against this guy when it comes to the actual combat skill. Sadly, I'm not good with damage right now. What I really need to do is get one of those guns out. I need to get this gun out there because then I can do +1 damage because I can use these cards to help boost my attack value. So we've got a lot of fun cards inside here, but sadly, I don't have enough damage. All right, we're going to move on to our other character. She's going to go ahead and grab 1 resource and draw a card. Come on, be something we can use. Oh, wow. We got the same card. Oh, no, she's drawing dead. That's fantastic. And if she keeps drawing like that, she's definitely going to be dead. Now, I could get some resources to her, which might help. We could maybe get another gun on her if we're lucky enough. I don't think it's going to happen. All right, that's going to be the end of her getting cards and resources. I think we're going to move into our actions now. So we're going to go ahead and place a doom on this agenda, and look at the agenda's going to flip, and I don't have any other agendas underneath it. This could be absolutely tragic. Let's see what happens here. It's going to turn, and it says The boss attacks. Yes, you're right. I can't pronounce this. And I don't even want to try. It says great tentacle arms covered with the acidic slime rise from the canals and lash at you and anyone else unfortunate enough to be in the vicinity. In player order, the boss attacks each investigator in play regardless of their location. Damage and horror from these attacks must be assigned to an innocent if able. Then flip this event agenda back to 3A. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. All right, well, it goes back here. That's half the battle. But I'm going to take all that damage from this guy. Oh no, it's going to be devastating. All right, so he's going to take 2 horror, so I'm going to remove 1, and he's going to take 2 damage as well. I'm going to remove 1, which means he's taken, what, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 3, 4. Oh my gosh, he's almost so much dead. All right, we're going to go ahead. We have to flip this card now, which means that you get -1 to all my skills, which is terrible. And I don't think there's any way I'm going to be able to flip that back, which is just tragic. So that's him. He can only take 1 more hit. Well, good news, we found out how the boss fights us. Bad news is there's nothing I can do about it. So we're going to go down and see what happens to our other character. So she's also going to take a 3 and a 3 and remove 2 of these tokens, which if we look at this, that means she has taken 6 damage and she's dead. Oh man, she is out of the game. She loses all these resources. I'll tell you what I was planning to do with these resources. I was planning to go give them to Mark up there. I was going to use my teamwork card to get him back. So he's on his own now. Wow, that thing just lashed out its tentacles and totally took her out. Oh, she's totally toast. That's too bad. And if that wasn't bad enough, I still have to draw a card for Mark. And he has abduction. Test willpower. If you fail, you must either lose all of your resources or choose and discard an ally. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. An asset or an ally I control. So he's got a 2 because of the -1 from her. Do I have anything that can help me? I could do the let me handle this card. I'm going to gain +1 from that. So I'm back to 3. That's half the battle. And so I'm going to have to test a 3 willpower. Let's see if I get a 0 or a +1. That would be something. Oh, wow, we haven't seen this the whole game, and it finally comes out in a moment of glory. Effect +1 for each damage on him. Oh my gosh, he got 1 billion. Okay, so I'm going to discard this card. We don't have to worry about taking any of the damage from that thing, or sorry, losing our resources or any of our assets. That was an absolute fantastic time to get that. Sadly, I still can't put this out because the character I was going to get the money from just died, which is terrible. So we're going to see if he can hold out against the boss. So he's got his machete. She's dead. Goodbye. We're going to see what he can do about taking him out. We're going to go ahead and I guess attack him. Now, sadly, I'm not engaged with him, so I don't get the +1 damage. But I've got a plan. I might as well use this card since I've got it. I get +4 attack here, and Mark Herring deck only. If this skill test succeeds during an attack, I get to move a damage from him to the attacked enemy. So hopefully we can do that. So we're going to go ahead and see if we hit him. We're going to shake up our little bag here and dig in it and see what we get. We got a -2 because there's no innocence under the agenda. We did a great job of that. So 2 minus what? He's at a 4, 5, 6. That's still, oh wait, I've got 1 million here. I forgot about this. So we're going to be able to do 2 damage. We're going to do 1 from the actual attack, and then I get to take a damage from Mark himself and put it on there. That was the end of our home front card. We're going to go ahead and discard this. We're going to go into our second action, and we've got a lot of cards we can play. We're going to go ahead and play what? Overpower or Unexpected Courage, you name it, I've got them all right here. We're going to, maybe I could take this guard dog. That'd be pretty good. All right, we're going to start by, I think we're going to use our Overpower card. Why not? I get to draw a card if we succeed at this. So we're going to be able to go ahead and shake our bag up and see what we get. Or maybe I should save some of these. No, I better just see if I can pour on the damage here. Let me think about this for a second. I might have to want to save this because if I can get that gun out, I'll be able to hit him for a lot more. Here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to save our cards because if I can get the gun out, I could use both of these to pretty much guarantee myself a hit along with this one. Well, I've got 1 extra one here, but I don't want to do it this time because if I fail, I'm going to have a withering appendage on me and I might as well just try to take that thing out. That'll be our plan. So I'm still sitting at a 4, 5, 6 attack with this card and my beat cop. So 6 on 4, I'm still at +2. And of course, there's a lot of those. Oh, here it is again. We got +1 million because he's got 3, 4, 5 damage on him, which is awesome. So he did another 1. I don't get the bonus because of my machete because I'm not actually engaged with this. That's his second action. We're going into our third action. We're going to go ahead and do it one more time. Let's see how one. This time I think I am going to use a card. I'm going to go ahead and use I'm going to keep my teamwork. It's a wild card. That'd be terrible to get rid of. I'm going to get rid of my guard dog to be able to gain +1 to my attack skill. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 on his 4. Let's see how this goes. 7 on 4, and I have drawn. Oh no, I drew that. All right, hopefully I don't fail this. This is going to be terrible. We got a -1. That's enough. This doesn't fire off. That's fantastic. We did another damage. So we did 4 damage to him that turn. So we're going to get rid of these and add another 3 point over here. So we're at 9, 10. We're at 10. We need to do 6 more. That's not too bad. That's the end of his actions. We're going to go ahead and flip his card. And now, of course, we're going to move into our enemy phase. So I'm going to move our hunter directly across from us over here. He's sitting right up there. And now we're going to go ahead and attack each engaged enemy attacks. There are no enemies that are going to be attacking. So we're going to reset all our actions by flipping our card. I don't have any cards that I'm going to unexhaust. We're going to grab a resource and draw a card. So I'm going to grab 1 resource and I get to draw a card. And I'm sure everybody noticed that when I got hit by that boss, I forgot to draw the card for placing damage on it. Something I own, but that's okay. Prepared for the worst. Oh, I'm prepared for nothing. Well, at least I get a combat skill out of this. There can't be any more items in that deck. I've got both guns and I found a machete. Oh, there's probably another machete in the deck, but that's okay. I don't need this. I'll probably be using it for its combat skill. So we're going to go ahead and put 1 doom on this location. We're going to draw a card. We have found mass hysteria. You must either take 2 damage or each or shuffle these things up and move them. I have to take 2 damage because there's none of that out there. Oh, that's terrible. I can't be taking damage. So we're going to go ahead and put 2 more damage on him. Wow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You only take 2 more. And guess how much damage that thing does when it's attacked? 2. It does 2 damage. So we can't have an attack or we're going to all die. All right. That's where we are. We're going to move into our turn. We're going to buy that gun. Now it's time to get that gun and it's time to start shooting it. That's going to be our plan. We're going to put the gun out and we're going to do some damage. I get 6 ammo for this. So here's 3. So there we go. We have all our bullets. Now, if we have to shoot all these bullets at this thing, we've probably lost the game. But now we're going to go see if we can do at least enough damage to get him so close. We might take him out. We'll see. All right, it's time to take him down. It's either you or me, man. Let's see if we can take this guy. We're going to go ahead and use our Colt. Now, sadly, I only got 2 more actions left, so we're going to fire our gun. I'm at 4 skill right now and 5 with my beat cop. I think we're going to go ahead and play our overpower card. It's only can play 1 per skill test, and I'm able to get a card draw if I'm successful in this. So we're going to go ahead and shake up our bag. I'm at a 4. We'll figure this out if I need to. -1, that's good enough. We get to do 2 damage to this guy. So I'm going to place it right here, and our overpower card allows us to draw 1 card. And we have drawn, come on, the incredible weapon that does 9 damage. Oh no, we got another prepared for the worst. Oh, that's absolutely the worst. This isn't going to help me at all. Well, actually, Wiz, we're actually going to use it right now. I'm going to go ahead and discard this card to gain +1 to my fight skill or combat skill, and I'm going to shoot another bullet at it and see how it goes. We're going to see if we can take this guy. I don't think we're going to be able to do it, but we're going to give it a shot. -6. I don't think that's even close. I've got 4, 5, 6 minus 6 is 0. Wow, we totally failed. All right, let's see what happens here. It says forced. After you fail a test while attacking the boss, search the encounter deck and discard pile for a withering appendage and spawn it engaged with you. Oh, that's going to be terrible. I don't have any actions left, so I'm not going to be able to take this guy out. All right, here he is, withering appendage. Forced. After withering appendage attacks you, discard a random card. When the withering appendage is defeated, the boss simply deal it 1 damage. Oh, wow, I can actually deal 1 damage. I think it's going to be a moot point. We're going to go ahead and attach it to him right there. Also, if we read our agenda card here, down here, after the withering appendage enters play, place 2 doom on it. I think this spells our doom right here. Now, I may have missed this during the playthrough. I can't remember, but I do know that I'm not missing it now, which is going to be absolutely terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and place 2 doom up on our wonderful agenda up there, bringing it to 3, which means it has hit its threshold when we move into the doom phase, the check doom step. All right, so that sadly is his end, which is really, I think it is his end. I don't think there's any way out of this. All right, we're going to move into our enemy's turn. He's actually going to move all the way down here because he can move across the board. It says, while resolving the hunter keyword, his location is connected to the location across from him as well as clockwise. So sadly, now I've got 2 guys engaged with me. I'm going to take 2 damage and 1 horror from both of our enemies. And so I'm going to go ahead and take, 2 damage and 1 horror? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and I have to take a horror 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's nothing I can do. I can't even put it all on him either. I can only put 1 and then he dies. So I'm gonna have to I'll put a damage here and a damage up here. It kills this guy, and I'm gonna take a horror, and that's enough. He's also been defeated by this whole entire carnival. The carnival of horror was pretty horrible to our characters. 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's enough to take him out. I don't have anywhere else I can put it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would have been able to keep. Now, I don't think I can put both on here killing him. I think once he reaches his threshold of 1, he's done. I believe that's how it's worked. It's been a while, but I believe that's how that works. So sadly, he has gone to the discard pile, but we have also kicked the bucket. How about that? All right. Well, there you go. And here we have, of course, our resolution, because if no resolution was reached and each investigator was defeated, you sputter awake as an oar gently taps your shoulder. Tout bien. The gondolier holds the oar, says with a concerned expression. You nod and drag yourself onto the dock from his gondola, drenched and aching all over. The city is devastated. Most of the boats in the canal are wrecked, and the streets are covered, not in confetti, but in blood. Now, a lot of this is going to have to do with your campaign, and we're not playing our campaign. We're just in a street full of confetti and blood. Yeah, sad. So that was the Carnival of Horror, Arkham Horror, the living card game. Sadly, we did not make it. Mark got finally destroyed by some people, and sadly, she got grabbed by one of these tentacles and brought in the water, probably destroyed. Wow, unbelievable ending. This game is always so much fun. Even when I lose, I have a blast playing this game. Everything is so much fun when you play this game. Of course, everybody knows how much fun Arkham Horror, the living card game is. It's an absolute masterpiece of a design. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell symbol so you know what's coming next. Also, please feel free to leave anything in the comments below. I would love to hear from everyone. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. And if you're excited to see what comes next, then I need you to meet me at the table.